Manor family, goodness me, it feels like ages since we've seen you, and just wanted to say how much we're missing all of you. Firstly, a message to all our parents: thank you for all your support and thank you for the kind messages you've sent. We understand how difficult this time must be for all of you, trying to balance childcare, teaching and the household as well as work is a challenge. We really appreciate that. So we hope that the pieces of learning that we've put together are going to be helpful and hopefully reduce some of that stress. The teachers have been working really hard, and please let us know if there is anything else we can do. Boys and girls, thank you. You have also been doing a fantastic job. You've been staying home wherever you can, and you've been doing some wonderful learning already. We really want you to now, if you can, help your parents out and your family and friends out by trying some of the learning that the teachers have worked really hard setting you. If you could have a look at it, tell us what you think, and do your best to try some learning each day. We hope that the lessons they've put together are fun and exciting, and we hope that you enjoy them and that we will see some learning from all of you over the coming weeks, and we can't wait to see all of you. Take care for now, and remember, if you want any of us, we're always here for you. If you want us to call or if you want us to email, we'd be more than happy to. All our love from all the Repton Manor family to all of you. Take care.
Hello everybody, we've got the new home learning system that Mr Rawlings just spoken about coming out next week. We hope that you'll find it really useful. We're very excited about it. This video hopefully will be very useful. We've prepared a section for each part of the home learning. So there's a section for the mathematics, a section for the reading, a section for the spelling, a section for the curriculum learning, for active learning, and then there are two sections for extended learning, one for eSafety and one for the use of the website's home learning tab. All of these sections are explained within this video. There's also a little part at the end which gives you a little bit of a tutorial on how to send videos and photographs through to your year group email addresses if you're finding that difficult. I thought it might be useful if I explain the template of the learning that's going to be set from the 4th of May. So this is the template. It will be emailed to you via a PDF to hopefully enable viewing on phones and iPads to be a lot easier. It will also appear on our school's website under the Home Learning tab, which you're going to see later on in this video. You'll see that the template has got maths, reading, spelling, curriculum and active learning explained on it. Each of these are going to be explained in more detail further on in the video. If your child has some time to complete some more learning, there's some extensions here. There's an eSafety extension which will be explained later, and a link to the homeschool website for the home learning section, which again will be explained later in the video.
There are two websites we're going to be using as a school to support your child's maths learning at home. The first website is White Rose Maths, and you can access this two ways. You can choose to Google search White Rose Maths and then click on Home Learning, or else you can click on the link on your child's home learning sheet. Then if you scroll down, you can see the different year groups. I'm going to choose year 3. And then here we can see the different weeks learning. We're as a school going to ignore week 1 and week 2, as this is the learning that took place before Easter holidays. So we're going to ask that you begin on summer term week 1 with your child and then move on to the next week each Monday. As you scroll down, you can see the different lessons. Some year groups have 4 lessons and some year groups have 5 lessons depending on the week and depending on the year group. But we'd ask that you begin on lesson 1. On the right hand side here you can get the activity. So if I click that, it will open up the questions that I'll come back to in a moment. But first I'll begin by watching the video here. The video begins with some questions that recap the previous learning that your child can try if they'd like to. And then throughout the video they ask you to pause and to try some of these questions. If you have a printer, you can print these questions off. If not, you can copy them from your screen into a book or onto a piece of paper. And then when your child has tried all the questions, they can click Get the Answers. And then your child can mark their answers or if you're able to help them, you can help them mark their answers. As staff, we would love to see any pictures or any photocopies of any learning, so please don't forget you can email them to your child's year group email. The second website that our school will be using to support your child's maths home learning is Mathletics, which is hopefully a website most of you are familiar with. So again, you can search for it on Google. And then you need to log in. Hopefully your child will have their login. If not, please contact your year group on the year group email, and one of the teachers can email it to you. I've typed in my login details, click sign in. And then because my teacher has set me a task, it will pop up straight away here, and this should be the only thing that your child can access until they have completed it. So I'll click on my task. You may have more than one task set by your teacher depending on your year group. And then I have multiple questions that I need to work through.
For the reading element of the home learning, there is a useful online resource called Oxford Owl. There is a free ebook collection developed for children aged 3 to 11. All ebooks are tablet friendly, and you simply log in or register to start reading. If your child follows the Read Writing programme, there are 7 phonics, reading and spelling lessons every weekday on the Read Write Inc. YouTube channel. You will also find a timetable plus resources on this website. You will also see parent tutorials which will help you to learn all about how to support your child as they learn phonics. There are also some activities for learning at home, as well as speed sounds practice sheets.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to log into Spelling Shed and what the weekly home learning will be on there. I'm sure lots of you will know already, but you type in Spelling Shed to the search bar or just Google it. Type in spellingshed.com, click on return, and then it should bring it in the sign-in screen. I'm going to try and log in as if I were a child to show you what you should see. So if you go to the sign-in part, and then if you type in your child's username and password, which you should have already. If you don't and you're having problems with it, then please do email your year group at the year group email addresses, and we should be able to help you out with any login issues. Once you've typed in the username and password, click return again, and then it will bring you up to this screen. And I can see that I've logged in because there's a little avatar up here. Now you may see this screen when you log in. If you do, just go up to the avatar and then click on web game. If you don't see that screen, you might just be logged in straight into this one, in which case you can just click on where it says play. Once you've clicked on play, this is the screen that you should see. Now, this here is the assignment that the teacher has set for this week. Okay, this is just an example, but for example, in year 3 this week, the spelling pattern is adding the suffix A-double-L-Y to words. Now, the first place that I would start probably would be to click more lists. The reason for that is that you can see the words that your child has been set. So, for example, this is a spelling pattern. If you click on details, it will bring up all of the list, all of the words in the list that your child will be learning this week. A good starting point for you might be to read those through with your child and then talk about what they mean, and then maybe put an example in a sentence so they're understanding what the words are, how they're spelled, but also the context in which they might be able to use them. Once you've seen those lists, you might want to note them down. It's up to you. Then the child can do lots of different games to do with those lists to earn points and then to earn honey pots as well. So they can do lots of cool and excellent things to their avatar and buy different backgrounds, different hairstyles, and so on. So if I just show you that, I'll click on the assignment. Then there are 3 options here. I'm going to focus on play, and I'm going to focus on bonus, the beekeeper bonus game. If you click on play, there are 4 levels. So there are 4 levels, easy to extreme. Extreme will give you more letter choices to type in the words, whereas easy will give you all the letters that your child would need to spell that word, and you will just get it in order. Click on, and then medium or harder, somewhere in between. I'm going to click on extreme to show you what it is.
Frantically.
So I didn't hear that word, so I can ask it to play it again by clicking on the play button.
Frantically.
Frantically. Now you can either click on the letters to spell the word frantically, or you can use a keyboard to type in the word and then click on
Frantically.
Okay, and you can carry on with
Traditionally.
that game until you have finished. I'm just going to go out this because I'm not going to save this game. Alternatively, you could play Beekeeper game, which is a bit like your old version of, or what we probably would have played at school, Hangman, and the children have to guess the letters in the word to spell the word that they're finding.
Each week, your teachers will prepare 5 videos for you for your curriculum learning. To access these, you'll need to go to the Repton Manor Primary School website. So it's www.reptonmanorprimary.co.uk. When you're on the website, you need to find the Home Learning tab here. Click on that and it will take you to this page. Now you need to go to the first tab called Current Learning, and if you make sure you're in there, you'll see your year group tabs here. So you find your year group tab. If I'm in Year 2 Tigers, I'll click on there and this will be your year group page. Within your year group page, all of your videos each week will be waiting for you here. You need to find the relevant day's video and click on it, and when you watch the video, your teachers will explain to you what you need to do next and what learning needs to follow. We hope you enjoy them. Have fun!
It is important that we remain active whilst we stay at home. This is good for both our physical and our mental health. There are a number of ways in which we can remain active whilst at home. Firstly, we might choose to go for a family walk, run or bike ride. Alternatively, you might decide you want to exercise within the safety of your home. One of the ways in which you can do this is by joining in with a Move and Groove session. Miss Leah has kindly created Move and Groove videos so that we can do Move and Groove within the comfort of our home. To access these videos, if you go to the Repton Manor Primary School website, on the welcome page there's a sign that says Home Learning. Click here. This will take you to a page for the Home Learning. There are a number of tabs at the top of the page. Today we're looking for Repton Grooves. On here you will find there are a number of videos that Miss Leah has created. These will be familiar dance routines that we have completed already together. You could do these either by yourself or with other family members. Keep an eye out on the PE tab. There's some exciting learning waiting to appear here. If you don't fancy doing Move and Groove, then you could take a look at the PE lessons with Joe Wicks. If you type in the search bar, the body coach, it will give you a link to Joe Wicks' page within YouTube. Scroll down slightly and you will see there's a section that says PE with Joe. There will be a lesson for each day. These lessons usually take place at 9 AM in the morning, and you can set a reminder if you want to do it live with Joe Wicks. However, if this is not a good time for your family routine, then you can still access these lessons throughout the day. If this is too active for you, you could also look at a page on YouTube called Cosmic Kids Yoga. This page provides a number of yoga routines.
Hello, welcome to Cosmic.
These are more calming exercises that help to stretch our muscles, but also help us develop mindfulness and relaxation strategies. There are a number of videos here that you could access. Some might be of more interest to the children than others. So, for example, some are created to familiar films or stories or songs. If you haven't seen this before, have a little look. Give a lesson a go. See if you enjoy it. We would love to hear about your active learning. You don't need to send us a photo or video. You could simply send us an email telling us how you have remained active. However, if you would like to send us a photo or video, please do.
One of the extended learning activities which will be available for every child will be an e-safety activity. If you click on the link on your home learning grid, it will take you to this website, www.thinkyouknow.co.uk. If you scroll through this website on the Home Activity Pack section, you will come to this section here, which gives activities for early years and primary age children. If you click on the link that's relevant for the age of your child, so if my child was 6, I'd click on this one. It will take me to home activity packs for that age of child. Here you will find activities that you can do with your child, all based around e-safety, which is really important at the moment considering lots of the children's learning is on the computer. If your child needs an extension to their learning, then they can visit our school website, so www.reptonmanorprimary.co.uk, and if they go to the Home Learning tab here, then you'll see a multitude of learning that's being updated regularly on this site. So if you have a look on these tabs here, there's lots of different bits of learning that are being added by our staff regularly. If you look at the pupil websites, then there's lists of websites here that can be visited. There's also a range of different subject areas that you might want to look at with your child, covering lots of different things that should hopefully interest different children. One thing that we've been asked by parents is how to send photos or videos to the year group email accounts. I think parents are having pop-ups to say that the files are too large and therefore they won't send. I'm going to show you a way to hopefully combat this problem, but I do have to give you a little disclaimer first. I'm going to show you how to send these files via a third party. Obviously, we're not in control of that data whilst it's being sent by that third party, so I want you to think carefully about what you're sending via them, and if you want to, it might be sensible to look at their terms and conditions. So if you want to have a go at this, you need to go to Google and Google WeTransfer, and then wetransfer.com will come up. Now, it might ask you to subscribe. You don't have to do that. You just need to use this box here. So you need to add your files. So find in your documents where your files are. I'm going to upload a file of me reading Superworm, which is on our website. You then need to put the email address of who you're sending it to, your email address and a brief message, and then all you do is press transfer, and the third party WeTransfer will send your email to the email address you put here, and those files will be received by your class teacher.